I started in nursing as a CNA when I was 18 in 2008. And since 2008 up until 2013, when I went to school for nursing, I worked as a CNA off and on. Then I decided to go to school for my RN, and I went to Lee College and I finished that in 2015. And here I am working on my BSN at Lamar. The humanity and society outcome engages in safe, holistic, and effective patient-centered treatment of a variety of patients using best practice in nursing and evidence-based practice. The assessment video for comprehensive holistic health assessment, and this outcome was covered conclusively in the video, and the objectives of the lesson were met in my nursing, working as a nurse and in school learning. Uh, my RN and my BSN, as well as my LVN. Lifespan Health Continuum offers support to patients to enable them to prevent diseases, maintain general well-being, and promotes restoration of health advocacy for education and patient participation in self-health care. It appraises patient-centered healthcare for patients based on common as well as complex health requirements in multiple health states that have signs of vulnerability, using health determinants and assessing patients' comprehension of education and ability to participate in self-care. The resume assignment for transition and integration helped with this outcome, and outcomes for this construct were covered well in the the objective for evidence-based practice and clinical reasoning utilizes critical thinking and evidence-based practice as well as research to guide professional judgment and reasoning in nursing practice. The ability to connect scientific evidence of clinical expertise for the best patient outcomes. The structure to follow in evidence-based practice for nurses follows a particular structure. One, to identify the problem. Two, to review and analysis research that addresses the problem. Three, evaluate the need for change and potential barriers. Four, consult with stakeholders who will support the practice change. And five, to implement the change and evaluate outcomes. The outcome was covered well at 95%. Patient client-centered care uses patient-centered care effectively by employing safety precautions in conjunction with colleagues and other members of interprofessional healthcare teams. It ensures the patient is emotionally comfortable so that he or she can actively engage in patient-centered care. Work with team members to achieve a multidisciplinary plan of patient care and customize each plan of care based on the patient's need and preferences to establish respect. Uses patient-centered care effectively by learning the patient's learning ability and learning method, and assessing patients' understanding of education presented to patients using their best learning method, and reassessing with a return demonstration and reinforcing education where needed. Professional roles has a multi-dimensional view and observes legal and ethical as well as regulatory requirements while caring for the clients, patients as a recognizable member of both the interprofessional and interprofessional healthcare personnel. Taking part in the campus laboratory simulation tests to replicate the hands-on experience that is required in the actual practice of the profession. Possesses excellent interpersonal skills, integrity, participates in community service, and uses active inquiry during professional practice. Home and community health care, as well as ambulatory care centers, Texas Board of Nursing 2018. So the goal for my 5-year plan is to be accepted to the nurse practitioner program at Cyric School of Nursing in Houston, Texas, spring 2019. I have already applied, and I'm just waiting to hear back. The closing date is on the 15th, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. My goal too is to obtain my master's degree in nursing by 2021. The program that I'm trying to get accepted into is 15 months. So hopefully I'm accepted. Goal number 3 is to become a nurse practitioner in a local practice by 2022. There is a shortage of nursing where I'm at, and also in the United States, and I would like to help where I can. And I plan to work in geriatrics for my nurse practitioner, since this is where my love of nursing has been. I've always been into the older crowd as far as my nursing, and that's really where I would like to focus. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm in home health, and I love all my patients, and so far they love me. And a couple of them have asked me if I wanted to go for my nurse practitioner, and that's kind of what pushed me to go towards it, because I had planned on stopping my BSN, but since a couple of my patients would like for me to be their nurse practitioner, I decided to go. And I would like to join a professional nursing related organization by 2022. And nurse practitioners usually gain their experience from being in the nursing field for several years before becoming a nurse practitioner. And I feel as though joining a nursing or nurse practitioner association may benefit me by keeping me informed with much needed information on the ever-changing and evolving world of nursing. Goal 5, go on a humanitarian assignment, maybe in 2023 or a little later. I believe that I would have gained vast experience, and I will dedicate time to learn at least one foreign language, such as Spanish, since this language barrier is one that I commonly come across in the area where I will be providing care. I've always wanted to learn Spanish because it's so many Hispanic people where I live, and some of my patients, they have only spoken Spanish, and that is a language that is on my to-do list to learn. So that's my 5-year plan.